Hello, everybody. There you go, Captain Podcast number 16. I'm your host, Sammy Loco. I'm here with, go ahead and introduce yourself.
It's UB versus Eubanks. You already know, back for another episode. Gemini season. Happy belated birthday to myself. We still turning up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Cedric, the one and only. That's what she said.
Man, keep it short and sweet, man. It's your boy Q.
All right, so we have the playoffs that just happened. We had a whole bunch of other things happening. So who should get the blame for the Lakers losing? Whoever can go first.
We're gonna let our guest start.
Okay, go ahead.
Easy. We ain't gonna put the blame nowhere. They got beat by a better team in my book. They got beat by a better team. And the fact that AD went out, we gotta factor that in there. I do think if AD was healthy, they still lose, but I'm gonna say they got beat by a better team. LeBron, I think his time has passed him. I think his time has passed. Straight up. What you got, Banks?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm as ironic as this may sound, I'm blaming LeBron straight up. Like, I understand he was hurt, but I don't feel like he left it out there on the floor. A couple subpar games. It's game 6. You going up against the first time that you might be eliminated in the first round ever, and you gotta be more aggressive, man. I mean, I know you're a pass first player, but you see people like Kuz Brick and KC Brick not doing nothing. You gotta at least put up 35 shots, man. That 29 points, it looked good with 8 assists, but nah, in that type of situation, you gotta give me like 35 plus, one of 40-point games. Granted, I don't think he was fully healthy. I ain't giving you no excuse because of how he gave up late in that game. Like, literally gave up only down by maybe like 10, 12 points, and he complaining about fouls rather than getting back on defense, and you could just see like the effort from the rest of the team follow him. So I'm blaming LeBron. Then, of course, it's AD. And then, of course, it's coaching, because I feel like Taylor Horton-Tucker should have played more minutes because the time that he got, he's real effective. But I'm putting it on LeBron because he's the greatest player in the world.
Mm-hmm. Still forever. It's a lot of blame for real. I really can't blame it on one person, but since like LeBron pretty much like the head of that team, he gotta take that downfall for real. Because I think it was just a bad. I think like their role players just played so horrible for real. They just pretty much just snuck it up, missing hella open shots, just bad defense. Even if it was an elimination game, and they were just giving Devin Booker whatever you wanted for real. So it's you can blame like the GM too for putting that team together, but like I think they got like a perfect team only if LeBron and AD playing great for real. So like it once them they out the faction, then their role players are just horrible for real. And I think Kuzma being like your 4th year in the league, there's no way like he should be playing the way he playing for real. He should play way better. He should be a 6-man of the year contender for real. So it's a lot of blame to go around, but if you gotta blame one person, then you gotta put it on Bron because you're the head of the team. And it's for sure that he wasn't like 100% healthy. Like since Joe came back, he hasn't had a 30-point game for real. And that's exactly what they needed to even like stay in competing in that last game for real.
For me, I'm just going to blame the whole Lakers organization. You had AD come out there with a groin injury that's supposed to take up to at least 6 weeks to heal. This man is injured all the fucking time. So, I mean, this summer, they really got to put some effort into getting him a new trainer. Like LeBron got a trainer that he pays $100 million, not $100 million, a $1 million a year. I mean, he need to hop on board with that because there's no excuse for that. I'm blaming Frank Vogel too. Frank Vogel had plenty of options. You put Marc Gasol, who can't move laterally at all. I don't know what the reason he's out there for. Then you had Drummond. Drummond can't do a post move worth shit.
Yeah,
so it's like
he didn't play him last game.
Exactly, and he doing all this meme and shit on the side, like all that type of stuff. That's why they got rid of Dwight and McGee, but you see they still in the playoffs. So you should have kept them. So I'm blaming the whole Lakers organization, the GM, Frank Vogel, and LeBron. LeBron was really went out sad. So I mean, LeBron really got to look at himself and honestly, I know he won't do this, but he need to really look and try. And I don't know if the contracts will allow him, but he needs to give up some of that money so he can bring some help in, because right now they're thin on money. Kuzma not getting no motherfucking 10 mil. He can forget that. And Carmelo Ball Eagle, he ain't getting, he probably won't be with the team next year. So honestly, I think, you know, when it comes to the Lakers, I think they really got some big problems coming up. But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. Don't even worry about it. We're going to have Bugs Bunny, Lola Bunny, and Ted Mania.
That's the only way. Only way.
Ready.
But look though, why y'all think Montrezl Harrell he ain't getting no clock at all?
Yeah.
Wasn't this dude just 6th man of the year last year?
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
He was 6th man, yeah.
Yeah. I think they was trying. I guess Frank Vogel was trying to do like the same thing they did last year with like how he ain't played Dwight against I think like against Houston for real. That whole series. Then they put him in against like Denver for Jokic, and that shit like ain't work at all for real. Cause like going against Phoenix, they needed everybody to play for real. Cause like Phoenix was just abusing them in the paint, and like with all the Lakers dysfunction, that hungry Phoenix team just took full advantage of it. For real. Yeah, cause that game 3 when Braun was laughing, posting up, they was clowning on the sideline for real. That shit switched up as soon as AD got hurt, and
he pulled 3 straight after that.
Yeah. Phoenix took full advantage of it for real. That Chris Paul led team for real.
They just spread him out, to be honest with you, because Bridges was in the corner all fucking game most of the time.
Yeah, they kept
shooting threes. And I'm like, yo, this dude do. He shoot from the wing and shoot from the corner. That's all he does. And then you got Crowder, he's on the other side. So they just pretty much spread him out. And Ayton.
Campaign.
But Payne too. I was surprised at Payne. Mr. Dancer.
Yeah. It's a lot of blame to go through, but I think Lakers got really looking to AD because there's no reason like you'll get hurt every single year since you've been in the league. For real. Yeah.
He built his upper body, but his lower body's trash.
He's a great player, got great talent for us. No reason it's just getting wasted. For real. You seen when he's healthy, they pretty much a championship team.
Just be ready for another revenge season. Yeah, you already know what happened after LeBron go outside.
He's 36. When we gonna get to the point that he's going downhill now? He's not up top. He's going downhill now.
Thank you. You gotta understand this. You gotta understand this. If we don't have a no-name player being extra aggressive for a loose ball and mess his ankle up, then he's not getting hurt. He's still in tip-top shape. You feel me? Like the whole initial injury started with Solomon Hill diving for a loose ball and landing on his leg. At that point, they were like 21-6 when both him and AD were together. You get what I'm saying? There were no signs of decline early in the season. But I mean, granted, he is 36. You take an injury, it's going to take your body some time to recover from it. So give him a whole off season. You feel me? You know he going to take care of himself. He's going to come back motivated, yo. I mean, like I say, I give LeBron that Brady treatment. Until he lose, he in it. And that's how I've been for the past decade. So, you know what I mean?
And look, don't forget, coming out the bubble, they only had what?
71 days.
Two months, you feel me? So it's a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm mad he went on the first round, but the man do need some rest, bro. You gotta think about, even with the bubble, how many games he's played the last 10 years, man. Like, Jesus. Like that itself is remarkable. So yeah, we are.
And the type of injury you had, I think he came back too fast for real.
I
think the same way AD. I think the only reason AD played or tried to play is to get that stain off your name that he injury prone or they saw for real.
Man, that man was trying to be Willis Reed. That's all that nigga was trying to do. Paul Pierce.
It was no need for you to even come in the game for real. Limping and then Booker just injure your shit even more for real. with that crossover.
That name on him is here to stay.
Yeah,
Street
that's forever.
clothes.
Yeah, street clothes, Davis, man.
That's the glass.
Man, glass, infant bones. Yeah,
Going to the next question. Where does Luka rank as among the point guards? Where do you
Hey, hey, in my opinion,
Mhm.
Good.
Luka the best. But being respectful, being as though this is only his second year in the league, I'm gonna say he third best. Steph band 1, Dame band 2,
Okay.
Luka band 3.
I got one question. What happened to LeBron? I thought y'all said LeBron was a point guard. Y'all said that. I just want to know.
We say the point guard by definition, bro. But he's a point forward. We already, and I also said that point is a key word. Guard just based on size. You got point guards, you got point forwards, and then you got Jokic, the point center. So no, yeah, that's my list. I'm not LeBron 6'8". I'm not gonna label him as a point guard, but he can play the point guard position. But he's not there.
Welcome to Chris Paul. Yeah, Chris Paul. Yeah, Chris Paul, the best point guard.
You're talking about today, right now.
My time.
He said that. He said Chris Paul is the best point guard today.
Traditional point guard today.
Mhm.
Traditional point guard by definition of huh? No, I'm saying it's two types of point guard.
Guard is a point guard. He played
Thank
one.
you.
You gotta even go back.
Traditional or Russell Westbrook's an attacking point guard. A point guard is a point guard.
Thank you.
Got
The
to,
question
bro.
say,
Got
where
to,
does
bro.
Luka rank
Because-
amongst the point guards? We're talking about point guards,
But
period.
if we go back to that question, it was what's the definition of a point guard? You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And what's the definition of a point guard? A guard who facilitates and runs the offense for his team.
Mhm.
So that's the traditional sense of a point guard. You go back to the days you got the Jason Kidd, you got the John Stockton, you got the Steve Nashes. So historically, a point guard has always been a pass first player who facilitates the offense for his team.
But
Now,
when making the point guard, you can't go off what it is traditionally because nowadays
No.
the point guard is shooting that thing.
That's why I don't have Chris Paul as my number one point guard in today's era. It's Steph, Dame, and it's Luka. And I want to put Luka even higher because, I mean, he can do what Dame can do.
Yeah.
He can do what Steph can do.
Mhm.
But he facilitates better than both of them.
Yeah.
And he rebounds better than both of them. And then you just think about this. Dame just got put out, no disrespect to Dame because he dropped 55 points, but he just lost to the Nuggets, who got the MVP in 6 games. Luka just took the Clippers with Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Reggie Jackson, Rajon Rondo to 7 games practically by himself, bro.
Mhm.
Practically by himself. So I got Luka third, just because he don't got the longevity. I got Luka third as far as my top 5 point guards in the league.
Well, where I rank them is, how I did it is, if I'm putting like all the point guards right now, who I would take number 1, I'm taking Luka over everybody right now as a point guard, for real. Because he pretty much can score. He pretty much can score with the best of them, for real. He more efficient and he can score outside, inside, and he assists way more than pretty much damn near every point guard right now. And he only in, I think it's this third season, for real. Yeah, so compared to everybody that's in the league, he do everything that a point guard do. And pretty much being like pretty much the only star on this team, he pretty much carried him to the playoffs last year, carried him to a 7-game series this year. He should have won in 6 games, but that's a learning experience that he got to figure out, for real. Because he shouldn't have lost in that 6th game, but Kawhi did his thing. But yeah, going by point guards right now, I'll take Luka. I got Luka number 1, straight up.
Number 2, and number 3.
I got
Who number 2?
I need it.
All right. Number 2, I give Dame, then I go Curry, bro. If I'm doing top 3 point guards, who I would take right now, I do Luka, Dame, and Curry.
Okay. I agree with you. I agree with you. I can't put Luka up there yet. I can't put him up there yet. This is only year 3?
Yeah, three and a
Only
half.
year 3 for the young bull, man. He coming, but pause. He almost there, but I can't. I need playoff success to put him up there.
Okay.
I need playoff success. That's why for me, Steph is number one. Steph is number one. Dame, and then and this hurts my soul to say this, but I think I'm gonna put Kyrie in front of Luka. And that killed me to say it because I hate Kyrie Irving. and Kyrie don't play enough to get, but Kyrie got the playoff success. And for me, if you don't got the playoff success, you can't be up there. So
Kyrie has, let me cut you off, but Kyrie has team playoff success. What has Kyrie done by himself? Before he got LeBron, what did Kyrie do?
Right,
Nothing.
but he was still there though. He was
second fiddle.
Yeah.
If you pull up his accolades, it's on there, right?
All right, so Klay Thompson, the best shooting guard in the league?
Top 3.
No, he's
He
not.
up there. He up there.
No.
He up there.
Is he the best shooter?
But for
James
me,
Harden.
the biggest thing is the best ability is availability. If you can't play, then it's hard to rank you up there. But I can't, at the same token, put Luka somewhere above somebody who's had multiple successful playoff seasons. I mean, Luka's still young. This is just year 3.
Let me see. If you replace Luka with Kyrie, you think Kyrie taking Dallas to the playoff?
Yeah. If he healthy.
Yeah,
But y'all also
you said the best ability availability.
If
Is
he's
Kyrie
and
is Kyrie heavily
right? You know,
heavily
Kyrie
available?
mind not right all the time. Kyrie mind not right all the time.
You is capping, yo.
Yeah,
You
but when he get on that court, his mind be there though. But like, yeah,
When he get on the court, that's a big win.
yeah. So you said best ability is availability. His availability is a little low for real.
So
And
but,
you putting one player over another player, how I feel, because of that team success that we just talking about individual. What can Kyrie bring to the table that Luka can't? Like, we're not talking about a team. Like, you mean to tell me if you got the draft today, if you had the number 1 draft pick or number 3 draft pick, and you got just by the players they are, not by their accolades, but just the player they are, you're gonna take Kyrie over Luka?
if those are my only 2 picks,
You gotta go point guard with your third pick.
listen, I'm not going to take Kyrie Irving over Luka, but I said off the strength of the fact that Kyrie can't stay healthy, right? So the fact that Kyrie can't stay healthy is why I'm not putting is why I'm not going to take Luka over Kyrie. But I think Kyrie is better.
Why? Without saying the teams that he was on one.
But you can't say that though.
No, because we talking about one person versus one person. What you
Right,
think?
Take Kyrie out. Luka is third.
Oh, don't fold on me, kid. Don't fold on me.
Third. Luka
Don't
third.
fold on me, kid.
But listen, Luka third. But I'm also gonna put Kyrie in that conversation. You got to put Kyrie in the conversation.
I would put Russ in there before I put Kyrie.
No.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You sleep.
You talking about
You talking about bring it to a team?
No, sir.
Kyrie has done nothing by himself, yo, to be a top 5 point guard, yo. Russ has led his team to the playoffs by himself, and he's an MVP candidate.
So
Like, I would definitely
MVP
By himself.
Yeah,
by
when
himself.
he was at OKC, he led his
What's
team
the
to
OKC
the West playoffs by him lonesome.
So we talking about 3 years ago, Russ, or we talking about this year, Russ?
We're
Bruh.
talking about today. We're talking about today.
I mean,
Bruh,
that
Like
bruh.
I said,
I take Russ today over
you
Kyrie.
take bad shooting Russ over
I'm taking-
Kyrie.
Russ don't.
I'm taking triple double Russ that helped along with Bradley Bill.
Hey, you
No, we're not talking about Bradley. We're talking about Russ.
don't
Russ.
let those triple doubles fool you. I'm telling you, them Hov said men lie,
Hey,
women
what?
lie, numbers don't. But them numbers lie when it come to Russ.
How they lie?
I
They
used to think
lie.
that,
He
Joe.
still
I used to
lost
think
when he
that,
got
Joe.
triple doubles
I
though.
used to think that. I mean, it's a team sport. I used to think that, Joe. But the boy elite really just leaves it out there at every. He leaves it out there every game, yo. Nobody in the league is really playing with the heart and soul of a Russell Westbrook, bro. I used to feel the same way about the triple doubles, Joe. But the boy's a dog.
That's
I
because
gotta give it to
you
him.
don't watch the games. You just look at the numbers.
No, I do watch the games,
Bro.
and I see him
Ain't
not
no
taking
way.
the playoffs.
Mm-mm. Russ don't do it for me, brother.
So what? Go ahead, Sam. Let you go.
For me, I'm going to say Steph. I'm going to say Dame, and I'm going to say Luka. Only reason for that because I have seen when he got smacked against the head and stuff like that in the bubble. His game is just go downhill because he's used to it. But then when he gets a lot of people that just hack and foul him and stuff like that, he don't know how to adjust to that. Compared to Dame and Steph, they know how to adjust to that because we've seen Steph before chase after Trevor Ariza, and then he grew after a while and said, "Okay, I'm gonna fuck with y'all." Because every time he would shoot a shot, it would just deflate them. On top of that, if you heard what Luka said today, he hasn't gotten it done. That's what he said. He said he said he's not getting it done. So I want to see who's going to come there anyway. But anyway, that's my top three. Y'all can go and continue what y'all saying.
Man, he's saying he's not getting it done. That's not throwing his teammates under the bus, and I respect
No, I'm
that.
not saying he's going underneath the bus. I'm just saying, like, just like Tatum said, don't put me in no top five until I achieve something. Same thing Luka was pretty much saying today too.
That's just being humble.
That sounds good.
47 points. What I mean, 14. What? Come on, bro. You ain't.
Yeah.
What do you have to go for 60?
He said it himself. I need to get it done because I get paid.
That's the LeBron.
That's humble, yo. Not throwing your teammates under the bus. All that, man.
But this is the first round we talking about, man. This is not the NBA Finals. We just talking about making out the first round.
Who do you like on Dallas, bro?
I'm a Reds. We don't like nothing Dallas.
Who do you like on the Mavericks? Let me reword it. Who do you like on the Mavericks? For them to take the Clippers, who were arguably some people's favorite to win the West, to 7 games. Who do you like on Dallas? Who do you like?
They don't got nobody. But
no.
Hey, Tim Hardaway had a good series. Tim Hardaway had a good series.
But who do you like? Who you feel like you can count on? Because when it counted, what did he do?
It wasn't that.
Yeah, them role players ain't show up unless it was on the road, bro.
But
because when they was home, there was 30,000 people cheering. They couldn't handle that pressure, for real. And once it got to LA and it was only like 10,000, they performed. But when it was Game 7, there was no way to be found, for real. But Luka was there. KP wasn't there.
Luka showed up every game. He showed up every game.
Right. Out of any,
he had a down Game 6, but
out of any Western Conference team in the playoffs, they got the worst roster.
Worst roster?
Worst roster.
Not worse than the Warriors.
Yes, worse than the Warriors because you got on the Warriors. You got Steph, you got Draymond, who's an all-star.
Who else?
Andrew Wiggins averages 18, 19 points a game. I don't care what you. Draymond is more valuable than anybody on Dallas outside.
I agree. I give you that.
And if you're drafting 9 times out of 10, you're going to take Wiggins before you take anybody on Dallas.
Yeah.
Porzingis disappointed, man. Porzingis disappointed, man. He was supposed to be the Robin. He was supposed to be the Robin. He couldn't even do that.
He wasn't that last year. And not to mention that they finished 5 in the West. 5 in the West. And you don't like nobody on that roster outside of Luka.
But you don't finish 5 in the West if you don't have a good team, though.
If you got a Luka, you do.
Yeah, if you got a legit.
Right. So if you got Luka, you do. But Luka can't carry you to one playoff series win.
He trying. It's the second time in the playoffs. He
He's still young. He's still young. We got to give him to a year 5. Give him to a year 5.
You gotta think they the only other I think it was him and Ja and them are like the only 2 teams in the playoffs with like really like one legit of like only one all-star for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He just went up against an MVP, a finals MVP, you feel me?
Yeah.
PG, who was a perennial all-star by himself, and they're both wing defenders. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Steph the greatest point guard in the league, and he ain't in that. He ain't in the
Mhm.
playoffs, man. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, respect the name.
I
A
need
triple team for the goddamn going to the playoffs, but I mean, I get what you're saying with that. Without a doubt.
Yeah.
All right, well, coming along with that question, who you think went out of Luca and Trey Burke or Trey Young? Sorry, Trey Young.
Trey Young, man. That his name right now.
Oh well, yeah. Who you
Yeah.
think won out that trade? Can't say
Well,
it's even. Just
yeah,
which
yeah,
one?
yeah. Well, what I was saying is even it's very, very close for real. But all right, love you. All right, well, yeah, it's very close. But if I had to choose, I'm going with Atlanta, going with Trey Young. I think they got the best out of the deal, only because they got that team farther than Dallas has so far. Now you do have to factor in that Trey is in the East, and if they stayed on their respective teams, then I think Luka probably would have made it to the conference finals by now. If Luka was on Atlanta, yeah, hell yeah, yeah. Well, at least I think they'd be in the same position that he is now, for real. But if I had to choose between the two, I go with I'll say Atlanta won that deal so far, only because they took that team farther than Dallas has since they both been drafted.
That's a tough one, man.
Yeah.
That's a tough one, but I'm gonna go Dallas. I'm gonna go Dallas. I feel like right now where they're at, they're only I think they're only a player away from really competing in the West. They finished 5 this year. They finished 5 this year.
Yeah.
And like Yubi said, I can't name 3 players on the Dallas team.
You can name them, but they just ain't. They not worth it.
You got Tim Hardaway, yeah.
But I feel like they're a player away. You also got to take into consideration that I think the Atlanta team is better, but I do think that Dallas won it, and they are a player away from overtaking that the West.
Is as much as I love Luka, I'm gonna actually say it. Atlanta won only because of like that market. Like you're not gonna like be able to like attract free agents or get star players to come there. So to get that trade and get a gem and Trey Young that can get you success that you haven't gotten years in a while, that give you something to build upon. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like either way it would have went, Atlanta would have won because they needed to get a star out the draft that can transform the culture down there because ain't nobody going to want to go and sign for Atlanta unless you get a Luka or a Trey. Whereas though Mark Cuban, he got that money. Dallas got a winning culture. He's only got the one championship and have a long. But I feel like it'd have been more easier for the Mavericks to like dip and dab in free agency than the Atlanta Hawks to like grab somebody and really like change their franchise around. So either way it would have went, I think it would have been a win for Atlanta because they needed to find somebody to bring that team back to life so that they can possibly start recruiting people and people see them as a contender in a respectable organization. So that's my take on it.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. A good point.
I'm gonna say Luka, and this is why I say that. Because when they first got traded for the draft picks and stuff, nobody can really say Atlanta Hawks had a good coach. Nobody can name the coach probably. It was probably Lloyd, whatever his name is. Wasn't winning. Nobody was coming there. Compared to Dallas, you got Carlisle. So Carlisle is like Carlisle, whatever his name is, whatever. Carlisle is one of those good coaches. He's an asshole, but he's a good coach. So
he's been there for a minute too.
He's been there for a minute. So the thing is with him, he gives his point guards freedom to do what they need to do, except for Rondo. So when it comes to that, you have a good coach to say, look, you can do whatever you want to do with the ball. I think if Luka would have went to Atlanta, we wouldn't know. Like you didn't know he'd be getting buckets and stuff, but that team probably wouldn't go nowhere because just recently they really start the GMs really start thinking we need shooters out there with Trae Young. So when you think about the whole concept of it, like, okay, we had a couple good European players, but now that Luka's in Dallas, I think a lot more European players, if there are any good ones coming to the draft, are going to come there. He's going to get a lot of Europeans and a lot of Africans. So I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying like that's what's probably going to happen. Okay. And then on top of that, I think Mark Cuban's a good GM. So at the end of the day, I think he's going to listen to Luka. Luka's going to tell him, hey, this guy coming out of Europe, he's going to be really good. And they're going to bounce back. As far as saying they need one more player, I think they need like a couple more new players, like probably 2 more good players. So I think they need to get rid of Porzingis or put him in a role player thing because playoffs he hasn't showed up.
Bring him off the bench, man. Nobody want him. Nobody want him. He disappeared this playoffs.
He's scared. He's scared. He's scared to drive because he tore his ACL. So
yeah. I was about to say, he ain't been that and then that paint presence since that ACL injury.
Yeah, because you're scared that you're going to tear it again. So it's like he just want to shoot. So
yeah, man, I do. Yeah, I mean, out of the two, even though Trae Young hasn't had a good coach until this year, I think he showed like that he can play for real. That he been an all-star with like a bad coach for real. I think the same thing would have happened if Luka went over there. But I think that's like one of like the most evenest trades that I've seen in a long time. For real. Yeah. So if Dallas do get another all-star, I mean my team the Wizards for real. But if they do trade Bradley Beal, I hope he go to Dallas because I like that fit with him and Luka for real. But yeah, that'd be tough for real. But I do think they need like another big man because they gave it like 60 down at 70 points in the paint today in the game 7. That's unacceptable for real.
I think they might get Mitchell Robinson, to be honest with you.
Nah, I think he restricted, so I don't think the Knicks gonna let you go.
They gotta match it. They're not gonna pay no big man for that.
They just tore his Achilles.
That's what I'm saying. New York is not going to sign him, so they're going to say
yes. So ain't nobody about to offer you no big deal. Shit, ain't nobody.
The NBA throw out money like it's nothing.
Especially in Dallas, no taxes.
Man, he just came off a torn Achilles, man. I'm not paying offering you nothing.
They gave DeAndre Jordan that money.
That's because he knows somebody. He knew Kevin Durant and Kyrie, man. That's the only reason you're on the Nets, man. But anyway, man, go.
All right, next.
To piggyback real quick off what Yubi said about the small market. I don't know if y'all watched the game today, but they said that Trae Young only had 2 nationally televised games this season.
Oh man, yeah, he gonna have like at least 7 or 10 next year.
That's sickening, man.
Yeah, that's terrible, man. Yeah,
well,
I can't remember them on TV this year. For real.
I remember one game that's playing against the Kings. That's the only one I remember. That was on ESPN.
All right, they probably showed that by mistake.
That was on Martin Luther King Day, actually.
Oh, okay.
By mistake.
Oh, yeah, that's the only reason.
The NBA small market teams on nationally televised, man. Get these Nets, get the Bucks, all these teams off of because them niggas don't play.
Yeah. Them top teams playing like 30 televised games.
Remember, they do it before the season, though. They do all the scheduling before the season. So they might look at the Atlanta Hawks. So they did terrible last year. Get them.
No, not this year. They didn't. This year.
No, I'm talking about they did it before. They did it in the off season. So they probably just thinking like, oh, we're not gonna make no money off. The only time they really got like big time viewing is when LeBron told the lady shut the fuck up. So
yeah, that was in Atlanta.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That's the only time they really noticed that.
Yeah.
But the next question: with the Lakers eliminated, who becomes the favorite in the West?
I'll go first on this one right here.
Okay.
I feel like I might, some people might hate this call, but I called this before the playoffs. I'm gonna say I was a little bit skeptical because they went to 7 with the Mavericks, but I'm going Clippers. I'm going Clippers. Clippers coming out the West.
Okay.
The only reason why I'm sticking with the Clippers, like I said, because I called it before the playoffs. They made me nervous versus Dallas, but I'm going with Kawhi and PG, man. I'm going Kawhi and PG to come out the West.
Oh, that's
Okay.
Skip Bayless right there. It's
Yeah.
my turn.
But you gotta give me straight up. Let me see who y'all gonna take, and then we're gonna debate it.
Okay.
Why so serious?
Yeah. Okay. Look at y'all.
Why so serious? I'm going to goddamn Joker.
Because
But-
if you see what Luka just did with them, and we don't like nobody on Dallas.
Mm,
Jokic ain't nothing but a bigger Luka,
Mhm.
yeah.
but he gonna get his work done in the paint, and Kawhi can't help in the paint. PG can't help in the paint. Pat
Mhm.
Bev can't help in the paint. You feel me? So Jokic's gonna have his way, but I would like to take Michael Porter over anybody on Dallas the way he been playing. And
Mhm.
that role player just seemed to step up. You got the vet Paul Millsap, you got Monte Morris, but I just believe in Jokic, man. I just do. MVP. Why so serious?
Well, yeah. Well, this team, I picked them early in the year. Say if Lakers ain't go, I'm gonna go with Utah. I'm stick with the Utah Jazz for real because of the way they play once Donovan Mitchell came back. And I think these new era players right now, I don't want to say you're the best, but he got like the most playoff experience so far, for real. And I think that early playoff losses, because I think he lost like 3 straight years in the playoffs, while all the other young players pretty much just making their name this year. I think Utah got like the best team like structured right now to come out the West. That's left for real because of their offense and the way they play defense for real. And how they stack like from top to bottom with pretty much got two 6-man nominees for real with Jordan Clarkson and Ingles off the bench, including they starting 5. Yeah, so I'm pick Utah to come out the West.
The easy route, the number 1 seed.
Hey, man. Hey.
I'm going to say the Suns, and the reason for that is because I think Ayton and Booker is really on one. But like I said, they got to play the Nuggets. So I wouldn't pick the Utah Jazz because Rudy Gobert just turns to a bitch sometimes, and I don't know.
Niggas don't like Rudy Gobert.
I don't because
I
it's
like
like
Rudy Gobert.
he's tall and everything. I understand that, but it's just like when he play against a big guy, like let's say hypothetically Utah and the Nuggets play, the Nuggets is going to beat them because all the thing Jokic got to do is just say, "Hey, I'm in the paint," and that's it. Like he's going to score 50 right there.
They took him to 7 in the bubble last year.
That's true because Mitchell he was playing good, and if it wasn't for that shot and it would have went in, then we had a dumb situation. But
yeah, well, I like Denver, but I don't think their scoring gonna be like consistent enough to hang with Utah for real because of I think them losing that 3-1 lead last year is what's fueling them this year for real. So like whenever they do get up in the playoffs, I feel like they're not gonna let up for real.
Mm-hmm.
they love going to Game 7 though. I tell you,
I don't think they're doing that this year. I don't think they're gonna let that happen.
If they can withstand the wrath of Dame, they have tested the flame, man. They ready, yo. They ready, yo.
That's exactly what it is right there. Of Dame. That's it.
That's it. Ain't
But-
nobody about to drop. They ain't got to face another 50-point score again. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Devin Booker, what?
Oh yeah.
I'm about to say, hold on. Let him keep sleeping. Let him keep
Devin Booker gonna come out there. That nigga was mad that he didn't make it to the playoffs, and they went undefeated in the bubble.
Yep. And Denver not getting past Phoenix.
Well, I mean, that's by your assessment. I already said they going to that.
Denver not getting past Phoenix. I'm telling you.
By your assessment.
If Phoenix stays healthy, Denver not getting past Phoenix.
I mean, you gotta think. Denver just put them out without no Murray.
Yeah,
without no Barton. I mean, it's just effort, man.
Put,
yeah.
put who out?
Experience matters too.
Portland.
Well,
No,
Porter, he was
Porter
up and
got-
down though. Porter was up
Huh?
and down. So who's the second scorer?
It's gonna be Porter, bro.
Yeah,
It's
that's
gonna be
Porter
Porter.
was up and down.
But it's
Nah,
gonna be
yeah, he had 30-point game. He had like 20
Two.
plus game or
Yeah.
two.
Okay.
Yeah, and in that
No,
last game, he came out in that first quarter, dropped like 25.
And then you had Gordon, who said people kept on saying he shut down Dame for a couple minutes, not the
Nah,
whole game.
Yeah, he did enough to for them to win that game though.
Okay, they had to really had to fight one person. One
Hey,
person.
that one person. Had
Now they gotta play
55.
the Suns. They gotta fight 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
I know, bro. All right. I don't know.
The series not even gonna be close. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Cause
I don't know about that.
I mean, Ayton did your thing. Ayton did your thing against the Lakers. I gotta give him that, Joe. But
Who was he
where
going?
was his at? Where was that all year long? You know, I mean, I know he's tough, but now I don't see
He
you
was
coming out.
killing. He was killing the season.
shooting. I
How
don't
many
come. I'm still
games
shooting
you didn't watch this year?
None.
That's
I'm
what
just,
I'm
none.
You can't even say that because Phoenix don't come on TV either.
I said none. I'm
Right,
talking
so how
about.
you gonna say where he been if you ain't been watching this game?
I don't see yo shooting 80% in this series like he was shooting 80% against the Lakers. I don't see that, yo. I just don't.
Yeah, and
bumping it out to him.
and he wasn't really going against no big man on the Lakers for real.
Drummond, he went against him. He just
Drummond ain't play, man. He
Drummond
ain't
played
played the
here and
last
there.
game. AD played 2.5. or
That's
three-
because Mark
3.5.
was sitting on that side of the line, like, oh, yo, let me come in. I don't know, yo.
Mhm.
My brother's Paul Gasol should be coming in the game.
Hey,
Why?
Look,
yeah,
you already know.
we're
Go ahead,
gonna
no,
see. Yeah, we're gonna see
I'm
how
about
he.
to say,
Yeah, I think the Nuggets gonna beat Phoenix, but I still got Utah coming all the way.
it's all on record. It's all on record.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
Going to
Wow.
the next going to the next question. How do you feel about Brooklyn potentially making the finals and not having to play the Lakers?
I think it's trash.
Mhm.
I don't think I'm still not sold that they're gonna beat Milwaukee, but I just think it would be trash to see. Y'all know I don't bang with KD to get a ring and not have to face LeBron. I feel like if they do make it to the finals, I don't think nobody in the West can beat them. Honestly, I don't think that no team has established themselves that much in the West that I can say that they would beat a 3 All-Star team. So yeah, I think it'd be trash, man. I would have loved to see like Brooklyn make it. I would love to see them play LA so that LeBron can just prove he's the man once more, but it's not gonna happen. So if they do make it and they don't play LeBron, that's a disappointment.
Lord. Yeah, you gotta let LeBron go, man. It's
Never.
it. It's it. Like, every
Never.
topic don't gotta funnel back to LeBron.
Man,
Yeah, dude.
LeBron is the NBA. LeBron
Why
is
you-
basketball.
Listen, he listen. This playoff is all about LeBron. And why? Because the
Yeah.
first year he got eliminated in the first round. He just everything is look. It's gonna be what? Only the second time he ain't been in the finals in what? How many years? No,
Yeah,
it
it's
just
like
because of what
2010.
he's done on the court. It just some way along the line, an NBA storyline when you talk about the playoffs is
Oh.
gonna face LeBron whether he in it or not. You just got to deal with it.
But look, man, to answer the question, but for me, I don't know. Brooklyn, I don't enjoy watching Brooklyn. I think Brooklyn the first super team, like I don't enjoy watching. I loved watching the Warriors. I loved watching the Heat. I
Mhm.
just even the Boston team, Brooklyn don't do it for me. Maybe because they ain't played with their 3 superstars all year.
It's them
Yo.
players over there. You don't really like them players for real. And you got them all together.
They
But-
OD to another level, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said it a little bit, but I don't think Brooklyn get past Milwaukee if Harden not healthy. If Harden not healthy, I don't think they get past Milwaukee. Especially if Milwaukee hit like they hit versus the Heat. Because they wasn't missing. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. If Brooklyn make it in, yeah, I really don't see nobody in the West being like like serious competition for real. So I really don't like it. It's the same as last year when the Lakers ain't go against the Clippers in the West, like because everybody was like anticipating that matchup all year, and the Clippers let the basketball world down for real. And they were supposed to have LeBron versus Giannis, and Giannis let the world down too for real. So like yeah, I feel like yeah, it's been a while since like Cleveland and the Warriors was going against each other every year. Like people don't really get them dream matchups in the finals no more. And so I feel like Brooklyn making it and going against anybody, it wouldn't be like that dream matchup for real. That
Don't
everybody
nobody
want.
want to see Brooklyn versus Utah.
Yeah,
Brooklyn, even though I got Denver going, don't nobody want to see Brooklyn versus Denver
yeah.
because, like, no matter, I mean, yeah, I think no matter who make it out the West, they just don't have that mark. I mean, I guess Brooklyn versus the Clippers because they got Kawhi and PG, but that's probably the only team that got that like
The star
marquee
power.
player, that marquee player that you like, all right, this would be some like, all right, a matchup I want to look at. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's how I see it.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I think Milwaukee really have to change their shit because they doing that pick and roll shit. If y'all watch the game, the pick and roll shit with Giannis again, and I don't think that shit works. Giannis has to be a slasher against the Brooklyn Nets. Like he can do all the other shit against the other teams, but as soon as you box him in and stuff like that, then you have to depend on 48 on what was his name? 48, Brian 48, and I forgot the other guy that was shooting threes. Like you gotta depend on them.
Brown Forbes.
Forbes, whatever his name is.
Yeah. Brent Forbes.
Yeah, you gotta really depend on them, and I think that's not gonna work. So I think they're not getting past the Nets. So I mean, this is what the NBA is going to be. Next year, I guarantee you're going to have another big three. And it might go to the Lakers, it might go to Dallas, or it might go to the Heat. So,
put it out there right now. Who the next big three?
I don't know. I think like with the way like these athletes are developing, like 3 All-Stars might at some point become a norm,
Oh, if they want to win, they got to.
But
they're
I'm
going to
saying
change
like,
that. They're going to change that.
No, I'm just saying like it's going to be like a lot of. I feel like it's going to be like a lot of great players. You know what I mean? So with that being said, like you see how you just got LaMelo Ball. He promising, you get what I'm saying? Even though they ain't go far, they might get a draft pick, and that might just be another promising person. You get what I'm saying? Minnesota got Anthony Edwards. They ain't do nothing. They in the lottery. They might just get another dog. So I'm just thinking like the way the talent is evolving, like 2, 3. I mean, of course, everybody not gonna make the All-Star game, but at some point, I think every team is gonna have like 2 or 3 players that are All-Star caliber players. If you get what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So that like 3 All-Stars at some point ain't gonna seem like a super team. That's what I'm saying. Maybe in like the next 4 or 5 years, it'll be like the norm because talent just rising.
Yeah. I mean, the CBA is coming up. That's why I said I don't think they're going to have like a big three unless they all take pay cuts. Because if you look at how, and me and Cedric were talking about this, like the Nets luxury tax, that shit is ridiculous. I'm like, yo, how are you going to sign all 3 of them unless you tell one of them, like, look, I can give you 106, I can give Harden 106, but Durant, I might have to tell you take like 86. And then after that, you just trickle down the veteran minimum and all that stuff. Like that, they can do it that way, but the CBA is coming up, and I think these GMs like the Cavaliers and all that, they mad because they're like, yo, nobody's coming here, and OKC got all the draft picks. It's like, yo, what we gonna do down here?
47 draft picks.
Yeah.
So what you gonna do?
Yeah. Well, I think it's gonna be a while for another big three, because like I feel like only time the big three form is when like stars and get into that later years, bro. Once they get like the 10 plus, 12 plus seasons, that's when them teams start to join each other, for real. And it's really like no like old players. I feel like Durant, Harden, and Kyrie pretty much, and LeBron. I think they the last the last bit of the old players for real. And like everybody else got like a young star on their team. And I don't see like these young stars leaving their team so early, bro. But I
Build to
don't,
Lakers.
no, nah, I don't see Dame leaving, bro.
I said
But
build to Lakers.
Hey man, yeah, I feel like he's gonna be the next star to leave for real. But yeah, I don't see no big three forming unless somebody get Russ for real. I feel like he won the last like other old players for real. But I feel like Tatum, like a player like Tatum, I feel like he's gonna be with Boston for a while. Luka gonna be with Dallas for a while. So I don't see like a big three forming like no time soon.
And and that's what I hate about this big three shit, yo,
Yeah.
because they only call you a big three when you win, but really a big three all-stars. Kemba was an all-star, Tatum was an all-star. You know what I mean? Like they only label you a big three when you win it. That's the only time they label you a big three. If you just got three high quality players and you subpar, they don't call you a big three. And I don't like that, yo.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, because Boston got a big three right now. Yeah, they got 3 all-stars over there.
They only call it the big three. I don't think it's for 3 all-stars. I think it's the next tiers. It's the superstars. You don't put Kemba in the same category that you put LeBron in, or KD or Harden.
I don't put nobody in the LeBron category. Like carry on.
But yeah,
Andrew
so
Perkins.
that's what it is. So
Yeah.
I still think it's still a big three. It's just not that high of a tier of a big three.
Levels to the because they not good enough to win. It's levels, but I get it. It's levels. I always go back to this. Remember when the Lakers had Gary Payton and Karl Malone?
Yeah.
Prior to the season, everybody was hyping that team up,
Oh,
even
yeah.
though Malone and Payton was old. You get what I'm saying? But then as soon as they got beat by the Pistons, it was like, oh, you know they was old as all They was no big four, man. They was just some vets. And that's how they carried, you feel me? That's how they really carried. Because for real, Detroit, the Pistons had like 4 all-stars or some shit like that. Rip made it, Billups made it, Tayshaun made it, and I think she made it one year. It's all about like your liking and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really like that. Of course, I got Troll Q. I don't like it because they try to say Bron started it, but yeah, nah.
Oh, Bron definitely didn't start it.
Bron didn't start it, but Bron made it okay to sell out.
To sell out?
Yeah,
that's another topic, bro. If you want to call playing 8 years and the best player you ever played with Mo Williams selling out, then he'll sell out.
I don't think he sold out. I don't think he sold out.
No.
He pretty much put the players in control. Like, yo, I asked you to bring this person, you bring me an old ass Shaq. I actually bring me this person, y'all bring me an old ass Ben Wallace. Like after a while, what you gonna do? Just like us. We had a job. We get tired of this shit. You have 1 or 2 options. You either stay or you go. It's that simple.
Players really gonna low key appreciate LeBron, like you said. He gave the players the power. Now they're not pawns. You get what I'm saying? He put the power into the people, the man who going out there and putting that body on the line every night to entertain people across the world. They just mad because he won, but it is what it is.
And if you want to be real about it, the real people that started the big 3 or big 2, whatever like that, to me, I think it was the Houston Rockets, 94, 95. Because even though they was towards their end, like they was in their prime, if you want to say that, but they the ones that really just started that for me. Because they knew Michael was out. So they like, shit, we need to all team up. Mario Elliott, all y'all come, Kenny Smith, if you want to count him. All y'all come over here, we're gonna win.
Man, what the hell was Jordan, Pippen, and Scotty? I mean, and Dennis, what the hell was that?
That was after though.
I'm saying, what was that?
It was a big 3, man.
Charles wasn't healthy. Charles wasn't healthy, bro. I can't count that.
I said Dennis Rodman.
Jordan, Pippen.
Oh, no. All right. Well, if you want to say that, yeah, that's a big 3 too. But the thing is with that was that's pretty much organic to me. You just bring in Dennis Rodman.
Yeah,
like,
I was about to say a drafted big 3 and a big 3 put together by free agency, 2 different ball games.
Yeah,
No,
because you
I
can say the
agree.
same thing about the Warriors. They
I was
just
about to
rang,
say, yeah.
rang the
Yeah.
KD in. Like, do
I
people
agree.
really count Draymond as a big three? Like
Because
he orders it, but I mean,
the Spurs had a big three, but they drafted that. Manny,
Yeah.
Tony, and Duncan. That was a big three. And they
Mm.
drafted that. I do agree with that though.
going to the next question. What's next for Portland?
Mm. They gotta get
I
Dame.
honestly don't know.
That was a tough one too, but they gotta get Dame some help. Period, man. They gotta
How much?
stop. Wichicom gotta. CJ, I think CJ McCollum gotta go.
All right, that's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
why? Everybody always gotta get help but Brian.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Why everything gotta funnel back to LeBron James, yo?
Yo, man, everybody can't get help, man. Every time you lose, you can't just say that, oh yeah, he played good. This player needs some more players, bro. Everybody can't win, man.
Oh, so he just can't win.
It's just plain and simple. And in the situation that he's in right now, he's not gonna win a NBA championship. No, because
Look, forget the championship. Can we get some playoff success?
I mean,
he reached his
Can't
peak.
do that.
With this team, he reached his peak for real. He made it to the conference final, I think like 2 years ago.
I guess that answers our next question. There go the next
That's the farthest it's gonna go.
to go.
yeah, I don't.
You can't trade him though for anybody. He got 34 million. Like, he got a big contract. So you got to really take somebody out to bring somebody in. Like, you could do Kemba, but you had to bring Jaylen Brown with him, because ain't no way you're gonna have like a Julio Jones situation where they're like, yeah, just let me get a couple of those picks and go. Like, he's not going to say, even though I don't think he has a trade clause, he's not going to say, oh, well, we're gonna send you to OKC because they got a lot of trade picks. Sorry, Dame. They ain't gonna be like, fuck this, I'm retiring, or I'm releasing me. I'm not staying here. That's simple.
Let me spice this up, because Portland got a nice roster, man. They got a nice roster. They got a nice roster. Who they got? Dame. They got CJ. They got Melo. They got Nurkic. Then they got Covington. I think they got Covington, right?
Yeah.
Got Covington. Who on the bench?
Powell.
Yeah,
Powell.
Powell. Yeah.
Powell was Simons. Ain't Simons on the bench?
Anthony Simons. Yeah.
They got a nice roster. So would it be wrong to say Dame need to look in the mirror and be like, yeah, I'm going out here dropping 50.
Yeah.
But how can I ensure that I keep the rest of these people in rhythm and maybe just become an even better facilitator? You feel me? Because I feel like if you get Luka that roster, you get Luka that roster. You get Luka that roster.
Come on, man. You looking at it on paper, man. These dudes got to show up when it count.
Yo,
You just named 5. I'm gonna say it, bums. Like,
bums,
on,
man. They legit basketball players, man.
They legit in the regular season, but they got to do it. They got to do it.
Yo, one game they won.
So you can't sit here and tell me that. So what you saying right now, UB, is that Dame is the problem?
Nah, I'm just being. Well, this is what I will say, yo. Sometimes, no, this is what I will say. Sometimes when you have players that get into those zones, like Dame get into those zones, then now you have other players out there rhythm, because now they're just sitting around watching and waiting to take shots. You get what I'm saying? I mean, that's just an opinion, bro. That's just an opinion, you know? Because the roster is good, Joe. The roster is good, Joe.
If you tell me,
all right, go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
I was gonna say, if you tell me what gives my team the best chance to win, and if you give me option A, Dame scoring the ball, or option B, Dame getting these other people to try to hit a shot, I'm taking option A.
Yeah, but your option A is not giving you a chance to win.
Apparently.
Option B not going to either.
Even doing option A for like five, 6 years, then it's not giving results.
I'm not saying it Dame fuck, but like, we don't know what it is. So I'm just like exploring different, you know what I mean? Different opportunities, you know. Maybe Dame play, since he's not a facilitator, maybe he play off the ball more. You get what I mean? because he can score and he can get his shot whenever he wants to, and he's efficient. So that way you can still keep others engaged and in the game, so that way when it's time for them to make a play, they ready. They should always be ready, but you still gotta be in rhythm. If you get what I mean.
You think he can play off the ball though? I don't think he can play off the ball.
He's a smack knockdown shooter. Why would he be able to?
Like what I mean by that is that he's so used to having the ball in his hand. If he get that ball taken out, and let's say this is why I don't think he want to play with LeBron. LeBron has the ball in his hand all the time, so he's just maybe a catch and shoot player. I don't think he wants to be that.
Hey, that's the thing.
Yeah, I think he can be that though.
Yeah, that was the question.
Yeah.
But he can, but will he want to? After a while, you be like, look, man, I need the ball.
Then
You
again,
got LeBron.
after enough losing, man, these dudes want to do anything.
Look, you already know he gonna get the ball in that. When I feel like he should let others shine, and then he take over when it's time. You get what I'm saying? So come out and let your other players, get that rhythm, not getting the knocking down shots, and then because he can turn it on whenever he wants to. The problem is that the other players can't. So you got to find a way to keep them ready. You know what I'm saying? Keep them in the rhythm of the game. Because like I say, if you're going off, you hitting 12 threes, bro. No, people just like,
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah.
But having them be injured. Doug Collins, I don't know when the last time he played.
Zach
Collins. Sorry, Zach Collins. My bad.
Man. But that good majority of that team played in the playoffs this year. Yeah, it was nobody missing.
Jokic is always injured though.
It was nobody missing from that team this year though in the playoffs.
And he was getting fucked up in the paint too.
And they got destroyed.
He can win against the MVP, bro. I mean, it is what it is.
And they don't have no real backup center though. On top of that,
they got Enes Kanter.
I forgot about Kanter.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. He's a legit basketball player.
You said backup.
Y'all naming players just by name, man. These dudes got to show up, man. They got to show up.
That's what every team that lose though, bro. That's what every team.
Every team gotta find something.
That's what we talking about. What's for Portland? They need help. They got to get the players that's on their roster to show up, and they not.
Let's go back to previous conversation. All right, who you like on Dallas outside of Luka? Yeah. No, I know. No. Now,
what point are you making?
Who you like on Portland outside of Dame? I'll face that. Okay, who else?
No, nobody else. You tell me. You the one said they got a good roster.
You don't like Melo?
Of course, I like Melo, but I don't like. I don't like Melo. I don't like Melo. I don't like Melo to give them what he's supposed to be giving them.
What he's supposed to be giving them.
Is he
8 points? That's what
That's what he at right now.
Is he?
Nah,
that's
he had 20 points. He had 20 points. I think game 3. I think.
Yeah, and that's the type of player he is right now. He'll get you 20 game and 8 the next.
We understand he's not a number 2 option anymore. You know what I'm saying? He's a bench player, so anything over 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 points is cool.
Yeah,
but like I said,
you just said that's what you like though.
Hold on. CJ McCollum can go somewhere else and do his thing. Norman Powell was doing his thing in Toronto, and he was doing his thing there. Nurkic can do his thing elsewhere. Kanter can do his thing elsewhere.
Yeah.
They got a good roster, bro. I do agree that they got to step up.
Can you define do their thing? What does that mean?
If I bring Kanter off the bench, depending on how many minutes he play, he can give you 10 rebounds off the ease. Norman Powell led them in scoring one game with like 30-something points. That's doing your thing. Norman Powell was the leading scorer for them in one of their wins. That's doing your thing. Now, finding consistency, I do agree with that. No, of course you got to find consistency, but we just trying that. We just can't say we can't sit here and say that Dame is in a situation like Luka where it's just him, because it's not. That's all I'm saying.
They both lost.
That's what makes it sad. They run their course, so it's time for them to break it up and rebuild. Really.
I mean, that too. They're gonna have to, but you just got some great players who just don't win, and unfortunately, man, Dame might be one of them.
Yeah.
And he might have got cursed by Melo when Melo joined it, but I don't know.
No, Portland is just cursed, period. Let's be real.
That's it.
They just cursed. Even when they leave the league, they cursed.
let me throw this curveball at y'all. So no one really mentioned this, but what if they got an open coaching vacancy right now in Portland?
Mm.
What do y'all think about Mark Jackson?
Only thing with Mark Jackson is that he has to stay in California. He has to go to church every Sunday. That's the only reason why he hasn't been gone to New York and all that.
I didn't know that.
So that's why he is with Golden State, because he can easily get on a plane, goes to California, wherever he church church at. So it's like that's the only reason. People are not saying that. They be like, oh, because he's black, and no, it's not that. It's just that, well, with the Steve Kerr shit, that was fucked up. But I mean,
that's why I say I like what he did with Golden State before they chopped Joe down and roll out the red carpet for Steve Kerr. He ain't had to do nothing but just walk in. It was already there.
We wouldn't have a Steph Curry as the MVP because Mark is more disciplined. He don't like all that crazy shooting shit. he like you open shoot the ball, but if you can remember when he crossed up Chris Paul and then Steve Kerr's like, oh my fucking God, what the fuck? Oh, he made it. Okay, all right, you're doing good. Yeah. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Mark ain't like that. Nigga, what the fuck? Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry. Jesus love you. It's not going to work that way. So it's like, nah, it's not working that way. But yeah, Mark can't get it. Jason Kidd can't get it now. I mean,
how about that? So that was the rumors that he wanted Kidd, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Kidd got to get it. He got to have a clean slate now. Like, he got to go somewhere where he good. So he might take the Boston job.
I was thinking about that too. I was thinking about why would Jason Kidd pull his name out the hat? He knows something. I guarantee Frank Vogel will get fired.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
LeBron is known for doing that. David Black is saying
LeBron's not firing and making coaching.
He going to Jenny saying, "Yo, get rid of that nigga, Frank."
No.
Get it here,
because Jason Kidd is assistant coach there right now.
Yeah.
How come he ain't say just now? Why everything got to be about LeBron? He like that narrative.
Yeah, look who brought it up.
I was talking about Jason Kidd.
Who
brought up LeBron?
Who Jason Kidd coaching right now?
I told you everything somehow just trickles back to LeBron, bro. I'm sorry, but it do, yo. It just do, yo.
It shouldn't be like that, yo.
Yeah, but you just see. Listen, I ain't say nothing about him, but you see how that just somehow got back.
That's because you kept bringing yo up, man. You done brought him up about. We done had about what 5 topics? Shit, we was talking about 5 topics here, and he was in every conversation. He was in the point guard conversation. He ain't even a point guard.
Sam did that.
Hey.
I'm just saying because they told me he's a point guard, so I just said, "Hey, what about that?" That's all I said. So,
with our Portland coaching vacancy, it depends on what Dame want for real. If you want to be an MVP, I think they should hire D'Antoni. For real. But if you want to win a championship, you don't think what? Yo, D'Antoni.
If they get D'Antoni, they
D'Antoni.
D'Antoni don't preach no defense, and that's their problem now.
Run.
Yeah, hey, but he make MVPs though. If Dame want to be an MVP, then D'Antoni should be a coach.
He do that.
If you want to win a championship, then a lot got changed. Got changed in Portland.
Dame don't want to run that system.
Hey man, he'll get 60 and 15
doing that now
every night with an MVP
and a loss in the first round.
Hey, he'll have the MVP. He'll take that.
That's funny.
I'm just saying. But I don't see. I don't see. Because I don't think Dame want to leave Portland for real. Because that
he definitely loyal.
That Mamba mentality for real. Want to stick with your team to the end. So I don't think you'll want to leave Portland. So I think they got to do a whole lot of changing if they even want to have a chance to win. But I just don't see them winning ever. I just can't see somebody on TV saying NBA champions, Portland Trailblazers, like ever. I just can't hear them words being spoken ever.
That sounds odd, but we're gonna get one of those this year.
I think it's gonna happen this year. A team we never heard before.
Well, going to the next topic. Brad Stevens is now the GM. The Boston Celtics coaching vacancy is open. Who y'all think is going to get that role? Please do not say Gordon Hayward.
Coach K. It's like now. I don't know. don't know.
Oh, that'd be tough.
I got two names on my. Who you
Go
got?
ahead.
You? Who you got? You?
I'm feeding off y'all on this one.
I got these two coaches are trash coaches, but for some reason they continuously keep getting jobs. I got Jeff Van Gundy and I got Mike D'Antoni. For some reason,
Okay.
these dudes just keep getting opportunities.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
those two names stood out to me. I would hope that they could get Sam Cassell in there, or even Chauncey Billups, because he an assistant coach over there too.
Yeah. He played for the Celtics, didn't he?
Oh,
Did Chauncey play for the Celtics?
Did Chauncey didn't get drafted by the?
he got drafted by them. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know either for real, because they said this Brad Stevens. I guess he the GM now, or operations, whatever. And I think this is his first year, so I don't know like your experience in picking coaches. So I feel like he'll probably for his first hire, I feel like he'll pick somebody that he knows for real. So most likely it'd be like a assistant coach from Boston. I know he loved going to Haywood for real. Yeah.
Well, he might be GM coach. He might be GM coach.
Nah, he can't do that.
Can't do that.
Nah, I mean, I don't think he want to do that for real. Yeah, but I think it's gonna be somebody that we don't know that he know personal for real. Yeah, since this is his new job and this is gonna be his first hire for real. So yeah, so I feel like it's gonna be one of them assistant coaches that's on the Boston team that nobody knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be black either because it's Boston.
I'm gonna say two. I'm gonna say two people. The first person is Sam Cassell, but I think Sam Cassell is gonna get made fun of by the Boston Celtics crowd. Ugly ass nigga. So you're gonna get that, or you're gonna get Becky Hammond. I think he's probably gonna go the new wave and say, let me get Becky Hammond, or says you probably know this person, the one that's on New Orleans. I forgot her name.
Weatherspoon.
Yeah.
I forgot her first name.
Yeah, I think either one might be
Teresa Weatherspoon. Teresa.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think either one of those two, or you might get Jason Kidd. I think Jason Kidd probably going to go. Hey.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
It will, but I think that's a stretch for real. If it do happen, I think the only time it will happen is whenever Popovich leave for real. I think that's the closest and most likely the only time a female going head coach in the NBA. And if it do happen, I think it should be like in a small market just to start off. So I think Spurs not a small market basketball wise, but they are like city wise. So if a female do coach in the NBA, I think it's going to be Becky Hammond for the Spurs, and that's the only time it will happen.
Hey, she must around coming and surprise a few folks. She's been sitting up on the Pop for what?
Oh no, she know her shit. She know her shit. It's just that
for a minute now.
Pop ain't leaving, man. Coach till he die.
Hey, Coach K was gonna coach till he died, man.
Yeah, man, it's been like 30 years.
Yeah, and the other North Carolina,
Roy Williams.
Yeah, Roy Williams. He left too. So
because college ain't the same no more, man. College ain't the same.
Yeah.
Can't build them powerhouses like that. Like shit, Duke ain't make no noise last year.
Yeah.
You probably see it trending that way. Like, yeah, I'm just get a buy.
Yeah. College, yeah. That's another topic in the future.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The next topic is something that's going on right now. Floyd versus Logan Paul. We have a couple matchups. I mean, I think the main event is the main event. I know everybody think Floyd's gonna win, but they got new rules now. No judge, 6 rounds, mad money on the line. What y'all think? Logan Paul is gonna do?
I think he's gonna get his ass knocked out. Say second round.
You really think Floyd's gonna knock somebody out? When the last time Floyd knocked somebody out?
Well, Floyd is not fighting a boxer. He's fighting a white guy who just started training boxing. So
Who's 6'1"? Who's 6'1"?
Who got,
Alright.
who got knocked out by a YouTuber
yeah,
or lost to
yeah,
a YouTuber or something like that, another YouTuber.
Plus it's not like official boxing match, so you got them type of rules for real. There's no judge. So I think Floyd, a professional boxer, is gonna knock this white guy out second round, I say.
This is the tallest player. This is the tallest boxer you ever.
He is not a boxer.
I'm just saying in general.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah,
ever
in
seen
general,
Floyd fight
this-
somebody that tall?
Yeah, this is the tallest guy, but I feel like a couple body punches that'd be the same height. For real. Yes. yeah. So I got Floyd winning. I got Floyd winning.
I don't even like Floyd. We already know that. But to your point, Sam, you saying that it's the tallest person that he's ever fought. People his size couldn't even fight him. So would you make you think somebody bigger than you maybe to touch you?
Because he can. The worst punch you can get is in the back of your head and on the top of your head, like your forehead area, right? I think he can hit him with at least 1 or 2 shots. I'm not saying he's gonna win. I'm just saying on top of that, like Floyd been hit a couple stuns a couple times, like a couple times, but they just didn't finish him off. Pause. Yeah.
Again, I don't even like Floyd, but
Yeah.
professionals couldn't even touch this man.
Yeah.
So what make you think this Logan Paul is going to touch him? I'm not going to say says. I actually like Logan better than I like Jake
Yeah.
for real. Someone put some respect on his name. But what make you think Logan Paul going to touch you if professionals can't touch you?
That's what
So you thinking Logan Paul won't touch him at all? He won't hit him 1 or 2 shots.
I mean, it's all for show for real. He going probably
Yeah.
nothing substantial, yo. Nothing substantial. Like nothing to have Floyd like, oh, maybe I made a mistake. I would love to see it, but I don't got it happening. You feel me? I'm always typically going for the underdog, but this is just like the betting odds, and this is just ridiculous, yo. Like, come on. He's not even an underdog. He's a dead dog, yo. He buried out back right now with his championship. So I don't even like it for real. I just think it's like really like disrespectful to like actual boxers, like not nothing to take serious.
I think it opens a new market, and because a lot of people can't become boxers. So if you're a YouTuber,
apparently you can. But go ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, to get on that stage, like he would never got to that stage if Floyd didn't know Jake. Like he's not going to fight Jake because Jake, like he will take the show over. Floyd don't like nobody outshining him, so he get a pretty much a dummy who I think is Logan Paul, who doesn't know how to promote. He'll just get him and say yeah. But I mean,
well, look, I'm ready for the next event.
Hey,
I'm ready. Throw me in, coach.
oh, money, man. Money talk, bullshit walk, man. It's all about the money. Everybody know that when it come to Floyd. Logan Paul got that money. He threw it at him. Floyd said, "It's money. I'm gonna take it." But at the end of the day, in this fight, you can't win. Ain't no judges. I mean, you gotta get knocked out. So to answer the question, Floyd gonna win because you're not gonna hit him. That's Floyd's game. Everybody getting ready to watch it, but don't be surprised if Floyd tucking behind his shoulder the whole time.
With his eyes closed.
Run around. Give him a couple of little flirt.
Yeah. He probably hit him like once every round, for real.
Yeah, on his gloves.
Yeah.
boy, if he get at least 2 good shots, I'm definitely gonna send a message.
All right.
Put it on camera for why you don't like Floyd.
Oh, okay. I don't have a problem putting it on camera. You know me, bro. So I respect.
I've never heard this.
So I respect Floyd. He's arguably one of the greatest boxers ever, and I respect his craft. But like when watching boxing, I like to see motherfuckers fight. You feel me?
He like the heavyweights,
That's
like the
not-
UFC,
that's
like
not
fight.
That's not boxing.
I understand that, bro. I know that there's difference. Why do you think I watch? Why do you think I watch UFC?
Yeah.
I like to see action,
Gotcha.
bro. I like to see action, bro.
Gotcha.
Point blank period. But it's no disrespect to Floyd. You know what I mean? But I don't want, you the best fighter.
Yeah.
I ain't
yeah.
mad at you. I ain't mad at you. It's like artwork. It's like
No, it is.
artwork.
And, yo,
It's like
his
artwork. That-
craft is perfected, bro. I don't
Mhm.
no disrespect to him. You get what I'm saying? I'm not calling him a bum. I'm not saying he's sorry. Like I say, for what I like to see, he don't fit that mold.
I
So-
100% understand. I 100% understand because his fights they be boring because you don't hit him, and the whole
Right.
time he gonna be moving. He gonna tuck his chin behind his shoulder, tuck it to the, but he gonna give just enough flurries to win the round. And he gonna get the fuck up out of there.
Yeah.
I'm used to man, and of course it's a different weight class, but you know back in the day they put Mike Tyson on. You pay like $100 for that shit, and to be mad
Yeah.
because that shit over 100
30
seconds. For real.
seconds. 30
Man,
seconds. Yeah.
but look, it was the most exhilarating 30 seconds I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Pause.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I put it that way. Yeah, that's what she said. Okay.
So who you got winning, Sam?
I got Floyd winning, but it's no judge. Like I never heard of a
No,
fight that
it's an exhibition for it. It's not a real.
they,
That's
might as
where,
well, they might as well have the headgear and everything. Like this
Yeah, well,
doesn't
yeah,
make
well,
sense to me.
yeah, that's what
Stars
these
hard.
that's these Paul brothers doing for it. They doing exhibitions for real. Every fight that they fought, it was like this. These rules, no judges. Yeah, even that Mike Tyson, Roy Jones, that's how this was set up. It was
Oh, that was bad. That was two old
Yeah,
people
it was
fighting.
no judges. So that's what it is right now. Just entertainment, just getting some money. For real.
At the
Well-
same token, my bad. Go
No,
ahead,
you
Sam.
go. You good. Go ahead.
I was about to say at the same token, we gotta respect what the Paul brothers is doing too. They
Mhm.
trying to
That's
make
what
a
I'm
name for themselves. So what's the best way to make a name for yourself in the boxing world?
Yeah, go after the best one.
I'm coming for Floyd.
Yeah,
You feel me? So we're gonna throw some money at him and let me get lucky and knock him out. You never know. He might be on Showtime fighting one of the
yeah.
on one of the belts in about a couple years. But you
Yeah.
gotta start from somewhere. So nobody really respects them because they're YouTubers. They not boxers. But
I think they don't respect them because they're not trying to. If they want to be boxers, then fight boxers.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's why they're not getting that respect. You knocked out Nate Robinson, bro. You're not
Yeah.
a boxer. Like if you really truly want to become a boxer, then become an amateur boxer and fight people who have been boxing all their life. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
He knocked out the UFC fighter though.
He's
Ben,
a fighter.
do you know who Ben Askren was? He's a grappling technician, bro.
Mhm.
He ain't got no hands, bro. Ben Askren got knocked out and walked in the back like this.
Yeah.
Easiest payday. You feel me?
Yeah.
He's thought they want to fight him. I can't fight. he take late on you and submit you, man. Like it's like we're gonna see. But it's good you said that because you know Jake Paul fight Tyron Woodley next month.
I was about to
Yeah,
ask y'all that
yeah.
next. Who y'all think gonna win with
So-
that? Because Willie can fight.
I'm gonna go Willie, but
Yeah.
we'll
I
see.
gotta see the rules. First.
Yeah, I'm
It's,
gonna go Willie.
it's gonna be the same thing. The same thing was going on.
They can't be. Come
This
on.
this is exhibition. This is not real boxing.
That's
Man.
what I
Yeah,
mean.
it's
Yeah.
definitely an exhibition.
Yeah, this is making a mockery of the sport for real. But since we said something on UFC, my guy Izzy fight next Saturday.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Do you fight next Saturday for real?
Yeah, he fight Marvin Vettori.
Okay.
But,
That's the first fight after his loss.
I'm about to
Yeah,
say he ain't
first
been
after
in
the
the ring since he
loss.
lost.
Okay.
Izzy was fighting every couple months. He lost. He took about what?
No, that's because the two dudes who was supposed to have been his next opponent. No, the dude who was supposed to have been his next opponent lost. So then they had to figure out who they wanted to put in the place. Yeah. I think it was like Jared Cannonier or something like that. But that's off topic, man. We can come back to that because we don't never been UFC. I'm start being UFC.
Yeah. You need to.
Feel y'all feel. I want to get into that.
Yeah, I need to. Too.
The last topic. Julio Jones gone to the Titans.
Mhm.
How y'all feel about that? Do you think it was a good trade, bad trade, or you know?
Look at y'all.
I don't think there's no way you think it's a bad trade at all. That's definitely a good trade. 100%.
Yeah,
I mean,
Listen,
what'd they give up? A second and a third
Yeah.
for Julio?
yeah.
That's light work. That's light
it's
work.
It's a beautiful trade because we ain't got to worry about his ass no more. You feel me? Our division just keep getting weaker and weaker. So I love it. But on some real talk, as far as for the Titans, it's a good trade. Second round pick, whatever they gave up. You're getting Julio. You got AJ Brown. You got Derrick Henry. I think Tannehill's a solid quarterback. So I think Tennessee goes about that offense wrong, whereas though they just determined that they're going to run the ball down your throat, and then when that don't work, they're forced to pass. I think now that you got another receiver, elite receiver along with AJ Brown, maybe you come out there and maybe you can imagine if Tennessee come out there and they throw to set up the run.
Yeah.
So now you got your safeties back. You know what I mean?
That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen.
Why not? But you get what I'm saying, though, right? You get what I'm saying, though, right?
I mean, I see what you're saying. I see how that can throw a curveball into their offense. But
that's what they need to do, though. Because think about it, when they play these teams and they stop there, yo, check his numbers, bro. I should have did my research. Check his numbers, bro. Tannehill tough, yo. Tough, yo.
Yeah.
Tough, yo.
He
tough in a run first offense, man.
He put up good numbers in Miami, bro.
Yeah.
Miami was trash.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Like I don't got my second phone in like Chief Gates. Out of them like Kevin Gates, so I didn't pull the numbers up. But no, I do like Tannehill, yo. I do like Tannehill. I think he's honestly a better Alex Smith.
I was about to say he is that.
Because he's a game manager, but he got a cannon on his shoulder.
Yeah. He can throw that.
He can throw that pill, and he kind of elusive. So yeah, I do. I think coaching got to be more diverse. Like I say, you want to run that joint, and then everything is rhythm. You can't go out there and run, and it's not working, and expect to just drop back and find something there. You gotta mix it up. So I think it's big for them. Like I say, if they do decide to just be more balanced, because you gotta think Derrick Henry can get 100 yards off 15 carries.
Yeah, easy.
Especially if now you add more balance to it. So now they're not having 8 people in the box. So
if you were the offensive coordinator, you would game plan around the passing game, pass first offense.
If I'm a who?
You was the offensive coordinator of the Tennessee Titans. You would become pass first.
No, I would become balanced only because I know that you don't have because you don't got a game plan to hand the ball off of Derrick Henry. You just gotta give it to him. What kind of scheme do you need for that?
Yeah.
All right. Come on, kid.
Yeah.
But look, you just said we can get 100 yards by giving it to Derrick Henry 15 times. If you getting 100, if you give it to him 15 times and he got 100 yards, you better keep giving it to him because that's working.
But here's the thing. It'll be easier for him to get 100 yards off 15 if you come out passing that joint first, and now you got the defense backed up. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Julio can just run 2 routes though. That's the only thing about Julio. He gonna catch that motherfucker, but he only run 2 routes.
But he can take that route and go about 80 yards off a slant, bro.
But think about it. He ain't gonna be one to keep doing that and running 15 yards and not getting the ball when they gonna keep passing the fucking running the ball.
Yeah, he gonna get the ball though.
And who's that tight end again?
What's your name? Is it John Smith?
No,
he still? Yeah, I think he left, right?
He left. I don't know.
That's an important piece because when they doubling Julio and AJ Brown might be playing against, I don't know, a good cornerback. I mean, then you need somebody to really catch the ball.
You're gonna hand that thing off and let Derrick Henry go for another thing.
But hold on though. I can't let that comment go without rewind a little bit. You said that teams would game plan. I mean, excuse me, not game plan, but teams will play the pass versus the Titans and not the run.
I'm saying you should make them play. So when you go play against the Tennessee Titans, you're gonna stack 8 people in the box, right?
Right. And you're gonna make them pass.
if you come right, so now if you come out, okay, we got 8 people in the box.
Yeah.
You got Julio one-on-one. That's a win every time.
One-on-one.
AJ Brown, that's a win every time. So instead of forcing it to Derrick Henry early, since you know it's 8 people in the box, take advantage of the one-on-ones. Now you got an elite receiver. Now once you do that, the
Well,
defense
let's
back up. They back up. Now,
hand that off. 15
Yeah,
yards.
even easier, bro. Even
Yeah.
easier. You know what I'm saying? Because you can always give it to Henry 30 times. He can
Mhm.
give you 150 to 129 with 8 in the box. But what I'm saying is clear the box up for him. Come out,
Yeah.
establish your passing game first. And then once you see the safeties backing up, linebackers moving back, Henry might average 10 a pop. He
Yeah.
might average 10 a pop.
But that's the thing though. They're not gonna back up. They're gonna stay in that box.
Well, then, Matt. Then
Yeah.
this is when it's time for this is when it's time for Ryan Tannehill to prove that he's the quarterback that I believe he is. And feel like that.
If he can prove that.
But at the same time, they got it. If they don't back up, if they still stack the box. Tennessee. My point is Tennessee don't need to keep trying to force it
Mhm.
and balance. So even if the box,
They do be forcing it to him. They do be forcing it to him.
when they lose, it's because Derrick Henry's getting stuffed.
Mhm.
Right now, they just running makeshift plays. They just need to like same stuff with Baltimore. When they lose, it's because they too focused on trying to run with the running back and running with Lamar Jackson. You gotta have like some consistency toward a passing game plan in your offense because they feed off each other.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I can live with that. But at the same token, with or without Julio, it don't matter. KC coming out the AFC.
Mhm.
Okay, who come out the AFC because the champs is behind me.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a great trade for Tennessee. They got an elite receiver to replace Corey Davis, and they really ain't give up nothing. So I think they made out for real, and they got like another weapon to add with AJ Brown, who pretty much I say he the closest thing. He might be like a young Julio for real, because of the route show run and how making them tough catches for real.
Definitely.
It's a horrible trade because my team is the Ravens, and we gotta go against Tennessee damn near every year. So that just give them like another weapon that we got to contend with.
That's a rivalry right there that done been brewed up.
Yeah, hell yeah. That I don't like.
They renewed that.
Like.
Renewed it, yep, because Eddie and Ray.
George and Ray, yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think him going over there just make good football though, bro.
Only thing is that nobody talking about the defense for Titans. The defense for Titans got fucked up in the playoffs last year.
Oh yeah.
So nobody talking about that. They can score all they want, but if the defense ain't doing shit, then what you gonna do?
But they wasn't really scoring like that though.
Yeah.
Because when they were getting messed up, fucked up, it was because the running game was getting stuffed, and all the teams were just getting the ball back. Explosive teams with hella time on the clock.
Yeah.
Now you balance that out, you can control more of the clock.
But the offense is gonna get tired though if they gotta keep getting on the field because the
offense don't get tired.
Offense don't get tired, especially if they run blocking.
Yeah.
Man. That's what you train. That's what you train for. That's what you train for, man. Ain't nobody getting tired. Defense is gonna get tired.
Yeah. Defense will get tired before offense, bro.
But the offense don't really get tired like that. Because we just got our assignment, whether we get the ball or not. We got our assignments. Defenses, you just gotta move. You just gotta move. You gotta think. When Derrick Henry running the ball, 9 times out of 10, Julio and AJ Brown over there chilling, a little chips out, little pat, you know what I mean? So I know that's what I used to do. Somebody run the ball.
No energy.
I'm pity patting. That's why. We ain't doing that over here, because I was blocking when I got hurt downfield, like 40 yards downfield. Man,
you going like this downfield, nigga.
Oh no, I was engaged, man. And big 250-pound monsoon rolled up on me, man. But we ain't going there yet.
But about what you said about the defense, Sam. If Tennessee can control the clock,
Yeah.
that's why we're running the ball and keep that
Yeah.
defense off the field. You don't got to worry about it. But if you go with the receivers mentality over there and want to pass the ball, man, that's not them.
I just think, all right. You got Derrick Henry who can easily get you a 3rd and 1, a 4th, a 3rd and 2. But every now and then he gets stuffed. You get what I'm saying? Now you got
Hold on,
Julio.
let me stop you right now. So you saying 3rd and 2 pass the ball?
I'm saying you got Julio with a stacked box. You can now. You can.
Never.
Yo, that's not. That is not how it's supposed to go, bro. But chances are better. How many times against the Ravens? How many times have we seen them run it on 3rd and 2, and then 4th and 2, and not get it? We know probability shows that that's what you should do, and that's what works best. But now you got
the Ravens run game and the Tennessee run game is 2 different ball games. The
no.
Ravens.
Yeah, the defense.
I said how many times you've seen the Ravens have stuff there sometimes, yo. They on key plays, yo. Of course, you got his big games again, but they have stuff Derrick Henry, bro. They have, yo, like on 4th and 2s, 3rd and 2.
Outside of the playoff game this year, Derrick Henry did
that's
that's when it counts, bro.
And then what do you do? Who they play after that? They play Kansas City after that. What do you do against Kansas City?
Who, Derrick Henry?
Yeah, what do you do?
They lost versus Baltimore this year.
The year before.
Oh yeah. So my point exactly. What did you do the year before?
They lost to Kansas City, but they beat Baltimore.
But what did they do? What did they do?
And they beat New England with your Brady.
How did they lose to Kansas City?
They lost. They lost.
Because Derrick Henry ain't always gonna get it done. He's not always gonna get it done. You gotta sling that pill. In today's game, you gotta sling that pill.
Anybody, yo, come on now. He's not gonna always get it done.
Who the best team in the AFC?
Who the best team in the AFC?
Yeah.
Okay, what point are we making? Because they got the best quarterback.
Answer the question.
No, they got the best quarterback in the league.
What's that strong suit?
You said
Passing,
what?
Right? What's that strong suit?
Right,
Passing, right?
Yes,
who won a Super Bowl? Who won a Super Bowl last year? We won a Super Bowl passing. Who won a Super Bowl?
Y'all did. Y'all had Fournier. Fournier was really killing. Like towards the end, second.
I was about to say,
I don't know about you know what I'm saying. You know who I'm saying.
Without
Fournette, whatever the fuck his name.
Rojo, I don't know. Without Fournette, Rojo.
Who won a Super Bowl? How many? We were balanced, and that's the point I'm trying to prove. We were balanced.
You're not balanced. You just naming all the passing quarterbacks that won Super Bowls.
But you just said that
outside of Brady, who won 7.
You just said that what? We had Rojo and we had Fournette, right?
Right, but the point you're trying to make is that you can't win a Super Bowl running up.
You don't these days. I'm telling Tennessee, find the balance we got.
But y'all got Brady, nigga. They got Tannehill.
Okay, bro. And they got Henry. We ain't got a Henry, bro. We ain't got a 1,700 yard.
Right. But you can't balance that when Tannehill is down here and Henry is all the way up here. That ain't no balance.
Bro,
we got Tannehill and Julio and Brown. That balance gonna go up.
Yes, because you gotta think, what did Brady look like the year before us?
Dookie.
They ain't have no receivers up there.
How about that? But
it's still Brady though. It's not Tannehill. Brady and Tannehill is comparable.
But once Brady got some receivers,
situational, bro. It's situational because I already told you. I've been on record and Ben told you we ain't even need Brady. So, hey, and you heard me. I've been on record 1,000 times saying that. I've been on record 1,000 times saying that, bro. And I'm not going to back down from that statement, bro. We had the team to beat anybody, bro. We did. All you needed was a quarterback who wasn't going to turn it over.
Yeah.
And of course, we got Brady, and he the best quarterback all time. So it was like, yeah, Brady did this.
Yeah.
Brady
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
that. Brady did this. But we lost a lot of games early because of Brady too. So I mean, hey, our defense went out there and held Kansas City to 9 points. But Brady did this.
Yeah.
Brady
Yeah.
did that. So I'm just saying, yo, no, they're not comparable. But I just think that's if they decide that they're gonna pay more attention to passing, that will take their offense to the next level. Because why keep forcing it with 8 in the box when you got Julio and AJ one-on-one? Why keep forcing it? You ain't gotta force it. Bounce it up.
1,000.
Huh?
But you got a running back that can go for 2,000.
Yeah. But it ain't winning. Switch it up. Switch
Hey,
it
look,
up.
I
What y'all
expect
think?
that
What y'all think Julio gonna do though?
receiving.
I mean, if he healthy, he gonna do it.
Yeah. When he healthy.
2,000
Yeah.
2,000
He's
yard
older.
receivers. He gonna have 4 touchdowns because he don't be scoring like that.
No, he don't get in that end zone.
Yeah, he definitely don't score.
He got 60 touchdowns for his career, bro.
Oh man.
60. 60.
Yeah.
60.
Damn, son.
60. Like he don't score. He gonna get them
Yeah.
yards up, which is, I mean, hey, it's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? Because you get yards, Derrick Henry finish it off, but just balance with them, you know.
Yeah.
Balance. But
That's wrapping up the There You Go Capping podcast number 16. Anybody else got anything they want to talk about? Social media, things of that nature, where they can find y'all, whatever.
Nah, I'm chilling this week, man.
Hey man, keep following the podcast. Keep supporting. Keep liking, subscribing, comment. Yeah, keep showing us love, man. Appreciate y'all.
What he said.
Yep, what he
Yeah.
says.
Definitely. I appreciate y'all for having me on the show. Y'all gonna go back in about a couple weeks, man. Clippers out the West.
Okay. Okay.
And that's a wrap.